Okay, yeah, the break is apparently over. So let's get this show on the road. Everything's looking good. Computer isn't dying, that's a bonus. Time for the Viridian Gym. It's ground. Hey, good morning, Packle. How are you today? Still don't have a fly user on the save, so time to trudge back down to Viridian. Oh, interesting. Is it for a particular project? Of course we can't walk this way, we're going to have to go around. Let's check my boxes. Surely I have something that can learn fly. I haven't, unfortunately. Usually Melcy streams when I'm asleep or when I'm about to get up. So... let's just teach fly to Zapdos. Easy fix. What is the TM for fly in Gen 1? Or actually that's an HM, I guess. HM2. Jousting minigame for viewers to compete. Oh, that's cool. Melcy has a lot of fun stuff going on in our streams. My grass Pokemon is a bit underleveled, I think, so going to have to hope that typing will carry the day here. I see. Would enabling hardware or GPU optimization enable? Could you enable animations in a way that works universally? Or are you just aiming to make it run better? Been a hot sec since I've done this gym, because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Gold lately. I'm not entirely sure what to expect in here. Bought some clear cases to put on my 3DSs, and now the new 3DS XL I'm using for capturing is even more unwieldy. I think it's going to be okay. At least I'm not playing action-packed games, so I can take my hands off when I need to. Another Rhyhorn. I think they used the original ROMs, but they did change some sprites and they changed some of the effects. I don't know if they actually did any fixes though. And Mew isn't available in the Virtual Console anyways, because those events were location based. But if you mean the glitch spawned Mew, then I'm pretty sure that glitch still exists. And the process for doing it is insane. There are some wild glitches in the Gen 1 and 2 games. I don't know, man. I've thought about it because it is sort of the closest you can get to a legit Mew. But there's a lot of precision and patience involved, and I don't think I have either. It takes all of my patience just to play these games normally. I don't remember if Pokemon Bank accepts it as legit, but I think it does. There's also a crazy evolution glitch, where if you level certain... if you fight certain Pokemon with Stone Evolution Pokemon and they level up, they evolve because the game does some weird math and thinks that you use the evolution stone on the Pokemon. One of which involves missing No, which obviously you wouldn't find without glitching anyways, but... like, yes, it's amazing. These games are amazing, and it's amazing they work, but... boy, is there some bad code in these games. Did save right. Let's just save one more time just to be sure. Let's try to do Giovanni. Yeah, I guess so. But like also the catching mechanics are completely broken in both Gen 1 and 2. Like in Gen 2 at least, the Great Ball is the best ball, and Sleep is the only status effect that actually does anything for catching. And it's easier to catch a sleeping Pokemon with half health with a Great Ball than it is to use a Ultra Ball, given the same scenario. And all the Apricot balls are broken, none of them actually work. And the one that sort of works doesn't work on the Pokemon it's supposed to work on, but it works on a few Pokemon that it isn't supposed to work on. That's just... I think maybe the Apricot balls broke Game Freak a bit, because it took a while before they reintroduced them. Okay, we're not faster than Nidoqueen apparently. got this faster. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I always save the Master Ball for Mewtwo because I just can't with Mewtwo. Planning to use the my... Oops, that's... How much damage is that going to do? More than I hoped. Planning to use the Mewtwo from my Pokemon Blue save in the Elite Four in Pokemon Yellow. Hopefully Mewtwo is actually good in Elite Four. Haven't tried that before. This is going smoother than I expected. Oh, that's the 8th gym down. Now Team Rocket's going to be all sad and emo and move to Johto. Sure. That's not the move I've ever used, I think. Because the inventory management in Gen 1 and 2 are a absolute nightmare, I end up stashing stuff and then just forgetting about it. Okay, time to do some Pokemon shenanigans to get Pokemon I want into my game. For whatever reason, the in-game trading mechanic, well, A, it's extremely tedious, but also doesn't work when the capture card is engaged. For reasons that are beyond me. Now let's see, what Pokemon do we actually want for this? Mewtwo, obviously. Roaming dogs don't exist in this game, so that's not an option. Else do I have? Sandslash I already have in the same game. Venusaur is not high enough level to be useful, I think. Maybe the Lapras from my Pokemon Blue. No, it knows a Gen 2 move, so that's not going to work. maybe Articuno from Pokemon Blue or Moltres. Moltres doesn't actually have any moves other than the ones it spawns with. Let's put Articuno in just in case we end up using it. Umbreon's not an option. See, what do I have left in Pokemon Blue boxes? Nothing useful, I think. Alakazam, actually. Let's transfer Alakazam out of Blue. Just in case. Don't think we're going to use Alakazam, but it's always nice to have Alakazam as an option. And my Golem knows Gen 2 moves, so that's not an option. Okay, let's go with this. The Pokemon I already have are pretty good anyways, so should be doable. I've done the Elite Four twice now, so should be fine when I have a level 70 Mewtwo with me. Also have to decide who to dump from the team. Might have to be Wigglytuff. Question is, do we need a grass type? In the Pokemon League. should probably be fine without it, right? Probably, maybe. We definitely do need Surf and Strength, though. We already have that covered. I'm going to bench Victoria again. And then bring... maybe Articuno, so we have a flying type. We don't really need a flying type, I think. But let's just bring Jolteon. And I think I have Thunder somewhere. Or is that in my inventory already, maybe? Ah, that's Fisher. TM25 Thunder. What moves do you have already? Thunder Shock and Thunder Bolt. To do what exactly? $90 power and Thunder. Oh. The 40 power. Okay, well, Thunder is going to be way better. What else do I have? How does Fisher work? Let's just... Right, it's extremely inaccurate. That makes sense. Reflect. It's the sort of move I would never actually use effectively. Look at that, Majestic Mewtwo. Which has Swift, Psychic, Barrier and Recover. What is Barrier? Increases user defense by 2 stages. Again, very useful, but not something I'm actually going to be able to use effectively. Let's just check in advance what these are before taking them out. TM45 in yellow is Thunder Wave, which is just a support move. Very good support move though, especially for shiny hunting in generations where things other than sleep actually work. Rest. Not not going to be useful for anything I'm doing. 8 is Body Slam. Great move, but not something I need right now. Meter, again, very useful, but not for what I'm doing. Can't wait to get to a game where I can actually just read the information in the inventory. Teleport? No, thank you. Counter. Spide. It's also a good move, but it's a multi-turn move and I'm bad at those. It's a weak water move. Mega Punch. What does that actually do? 80 power, decent accuracy, but nothing else. Whirlwind, that's not useful. EM07 is Horn Drill. Double Edge. That's a recoil move, I think. Yes. I just end up killing myself with those. EM02 is Razor Wind. Okay, that's an option. Self-destruct is not an option on Mewtwo. Don't know if it can even learn it, but either way. Takedown is also a recoil move. Cyber Wave, now we're talking. What does Cyber Wave do again? Inflicts a random amount of damage. Okay, let's just take that out. TM20. Rage. No, I keep painting my own Pokemon using Rage, so no thank you. Egg Bomb. Funny move, but... Skull Bash. That's a very good move. Whether I'll be able to use it effectively is a completely different question, though. Metronome I don't think I've ever used. Blizzard. That's a weather move? Or is it? No, it's just an ice attack. Ice attack would maybe be nice to have. Effective against dragon, which would be very useful. Solar Beam is also very powerful. Right, now what to teach to what Pokemon? Psywave, let's see. How powerful was Psywave? Right, it does a random amount of damage. Swift is cool and all, but we need Swift from such a powerful Pokemon. Don't think so. Skull Bash. most of my Pokemon can learn all of them, actually. Is it powerful enough to replace something else? It's a normal move. It's not ideal. Hold back on that one. In a few games we'll be able to fix any of these mistakes. I say a few games, it's actually quite a few games until changing the moves become easy. Right, I was afraid of that. Only Mewtwo can learn Solar Beam out of these Pokemon. So we'll just keep that in the back pocket. No, wrong computer. Okay, Elite Four time. Oh, it's this jerk first. That's the first time I'm seeing Mewtwo in action in a Gen 1 or 2 game. And for a back sprite, that's not terrible. Ocean. That's a strange item to have this late in the game. Of course we missed. Why do we keep missing? No thunder is low accuracy, but come on. Holy crap, that's a lot of missing. Of course. Of course it uses recover. Jolteon is probably already faster than Sandslash, so that's not a problem. Let's go back and heal up. Going to need the guide for this, I think. Pressure plate. That entrance, there's a boulder to the west and a pressure. Of course, it's just going to explode in my face. That is too annoying, so let's just not fight it. Ooh, an onyx. Not sure I have an onyx yet. Of course, also don't have the Pokemon that can sleep with me. That's a nice catch, means I won't have to catch any more Onyxes. Just keep transferring that one up. That's too close. It's going to be a long walk if every Geodude in here has explode. Collect the rare candy or Sky Attack. What? Oh, there's the other item. What is Sky Attack then? 90 accuracy, 140 power. It's another two turn move. Again, one of those incredibly powerful moves that I'm very bad at using. Tackle, if you're still here, would you mind checking if you got the watch time badge already? Also, do I get the badge in my own channel? I do, okay, it looks like I get them automatically. How do I edit my identity from here though? Apparently I can't. What do you mean missed? Why are you suddenly missing every attack? Flying being immune to ground is not a thing. Gen 1, is it? Is it just levitate that isn't a thing yet? Okay, fine, let's bring out Mac instead. Second floor. Another bowler can be found to south. Actually slightly annoyed that I can't change my badges from from the chat. Use custom badge. Hey, Tom. There we go, now it shows the custom badge for me as well. It's going good at the moment, on my way to do the Elite Four. Going to ignore that bird there and come back for it later, probably. Not entirely too keen on having a bunch of legendaries, because just going to use them as currency to trade Pokemon that I need for Dex completion. It's not particularly important to get all of them when I have them already. How are you today, Tom? So the main plan is to bring the partner Pikachu from Pokemon Yellow all the way to whatever the current game is when I get there, and assuming Pokemon Bank doesn't get shut down in the meantime. But I'm also going to just bring any Pokemon I have any kind of attachment to, or that I think might be useful later, with me up with each game. So the plan is to play Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Emerald, Platinum, probably White, but I won't be able to use any of my Pokemon in that. White 2, well, I will need to transfer the Pokemon into White after finishing it, and then maybe trying to trade them over to White 2. If that's possible. And then after White 2, I guess it's Soul Silver. And then Y. Etc. So this, in Pokemon Yellow, you only get to pick Pikachu as your partner, which is also why the tagline of the game is Pikachu Edition. Which is also kind of why I started with this one, because the initial kernel was to just get Pikachu, finish the game, and then transfer Pikachu up, but I decided to just do every Pokemon game. Normally I usually go for the grass starter. Although when I played Pokemon Blue I ended up boxing Bulbasaur. Not a popular decision when I told people I did that. I ended up using a Victory Bell instead, I think. Pokemon Blue. This is my Mewtwo from my Pokemon Blue playthrough. Of course you poison my single most powerful Pokemon. Now we're confused at what? Does recover remove poison? It does not, okay. Right, so Pokemon Red and Blue is the original English paired release. So Pokemon main games always come in pairs because bigger number better, and because Game Freak wanted Pokemon to be a very social game, and also more money because they're selling 2 games instead of 1, even though it's strictly speaking 1 game. And then they used to do a 3rd game with a lot of fixes and maybe some story changes if they needed to, back when patches wasn't really a thing. Oh, that's a Golduck. That's a bad switch. Oops. So in Japan it was red and green and then yellow. In the English and, well, the Western releases, I guess, it was red and blue and then yellow. And then they did, continuing sort of that way of naming the games, the next ones were Gold, Silver, Crystal. Crystal being the fixed version of Gold and Silver. And so on and so forth. Which is how we end up with games called Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. And the next one is Winds and Waves, I think. Now it's not even colors anymore, it's items and concepts like the wind. They didn't even really run out of colors to use, so I don't actually know why they have dropped using colors for some releases. Yeah, despite the many flaws, they're good games. Especially if you like RPGs. Although I would maybe not recommend starting with the old games. Especially not the Game Boy games, because they are very buggy. Really, anytime someone says, oh, games used to be flawless back in the day, no need for patches or optimization, just point to any game on the Game Boy or the Game Boy Advanced or the 3DS. And it's like, no, games used to be sometimes completely broken on release. They just couldn't patch them. I think they're even on Xbox, maybe? The other consoles probably as well. Cases of games just not being finishable because they were broken. Which is why when you get to the Xbox 360, part of the certification process for releasing games on a 360, and probably future Xbox platforms as well, was that the developer had to prove that the game was finishable as part of the certification. So if you couldn't finish your own game, Xbox just wouldn't let you release it. See, northeast on the 3rd floor. Not sure if I have a goal bat already. I didn't. That's nice. Right, because it's grass type. Let's just bring out Mewtwo. That did almost nothing. Oh right, because the damage is random. That's going to be hard to get used to. Why is Arcanine showing us its butt in what is supposed to be a forward-facing sprite? Just too good to look at us, apparently. There's the other switch. Apparently we're not going to do anything with the switch yet, according to the guide. Because it wants us to do Moltres first, but we're not going to do Moltres. I already have a Moltres. And I also don't have any Pokemon with me at the moment that can sleep. I'm not sure we could even catch it. One down and a 4 over. 1, 2, 4. That was a misclick. Oh, we can't escape from Machoke. That's not good. Still don't quite understand how it's determined whether you can escape or not. Keep forgetting to heal up Nidoking, and we can't escape. God dang it. Also, one interesting detail with this game compared to the other Pokemon games, because the Pikachu you have as your partner doesn't like being in the Pokeball because it's supposed to be sort of like Ash's Pikachu. It actually just runs into the interview when it gets sent out at the battle, unlike the other Pokemon which come out of a Pokeball. Welcome back, Packle. Since you are here now, do you want to check if you've gotten the badge for watch time? Okay. So does your scuffed way of watching prevent regular drops as well then? you show up in the viewer list, so it should just, for stuff that's just for viewing, would be weird if that didn't count, I think. But depends how scuffed, I guess. Why do I never play with any fire Pokemon? It's starting to become a problem. Yeah, maybe. Well, I set it up to last until Monday, just in case I stream more this weekend. And you can only use the badge on the channel you're on the on, so it's not that big of a deal anyways. Though of all the things Twitch have added lately, might be one of my favorite things. Even if I won't be the biggest user of it. I like collecting little badges, but like with other similar digital collectible things, you can only display so many of them, so at some point they kinda become irrelevant because you have too many of them, so you just stop caring. Why did I come down here? Oh, this is literally just to fight these two. Okay. Well, experience and money. Why is my phone making noises? Why is Apple trying to charge me for something? Okay, that's something to worry about later. Did they finally grow tired of me just ignoring their warnings about... Pushing that down isn't going to do anything. Warnings about my iCloud being full. Wonder what that is. I don't think I have any subscriptions on my MacBook. That I can think of. Yeah, I guess your scuffed way of watching from work means you don't get the badges. Which I guess isn't... Yeah, no, the badge itself is working because I can switch to it, but of course that doesn't necessarily mean that earning it works. Guess we'll see if... Picking trash here was a bad idea. We'll see if Tom is around in about an hour, if he got the badge. Would be silly if I'm the only one with the badge. Would sort of defeat the purpose of badge event stuff. Ooh. Oh, what am I supposed to do here? Pushing that down won't do anything. Oh wait. It's not the southern wall isn't a wall, it's a path. Yeah, it's just... They've colored the southern path along the wall differently, so I thought it was a wall, but it's actually a path. Which is a mistake I made last time I was here as well, I think. This isn't a wall. I'm running out of PP, so hopefully I'm out of here soon. Boom. Then you jump down after it. All the way west. I think I have a few ether that I've picked up, just in case. I keep around. But I don't go out of my way to buy ether. Just overspend on potions instead and then heal whenever I can. Once I get to the Elite Four, I need to remember to buy a bunch of full restores. I'm up to the ridge. And we're out, I think. The modern games I'm better with just keeping items around. But Gen 1 and 2 inventory management and the inventory limit is just too punishing. What is this? What fresh hell? Kinda weird that you can buy Pokeballs here. Full restores. Yes, please. How many can I buy? All of them, please. 20 should be enough, hopefully. And a few revives, even though I'm bad at using those. Kinda weird that you can't buy max revives at the Elite Four. Now, let's see, who's the first trainer? Lorelei's ice types, which are mostly water ice. Fighting rock, grass, electric. Okay, well, we'll just use electric against those then. And psychic ice. We don't have any super effective. That's going to be interesting. Oh wait, this po is set to Gen 2. Okay, Psychic Ice, Rock Bug Fire. That didn't help me at all, but... sure, okay. Let's go. Yeah, Jinx is what I'm afraid of. What? That was a bit early to get knocked out. And of course we're going to miss now. Because why not? Oh, come on. Thank you. Now the question is, what do I switch to? We'll go with Sandslash first and then just hope. And Jinx is of course faster than us. And super powerful, super effective. I was hoping Sandslash would be faster. This is where it ends. Nidoking is also ground, so... Yep, one shot. Yeah. And now Jinx is going to trash. Okay. Past the first run stopper. This has been very expensive so far. And we're going to just continue missing. Okay, that's one trainer down. Just 4 to go. Fighting slash rock ground is the next one. So Vaporeon and Mewtwo, I guess, would be the best bet for that. This Hitmonchan always kills my flying Pokemon when I bring a flying Pokemon for this fight, because I always forget that it has Thunder Punch. Now it's going to make itself unhittable. It's always fun. It's a pretty nasty crit. Okay, the next one is Ghost Poison. Which should be relatively easy for Sandslash. And actually Mewtwo might be able to do some damage as well. Ghosts don't completely destroy Mewtwo. Yeah, let's see. Let's lead with Sandslash. And maybe Maybe Pikachu for the one flying poison type. You bastard. Oh, stop missing, please. This might take a while. And another miss. Oh good, Supersonic missed. Hey, hopefully no more of those shenanigans. I hate confusion. Oh, Full Hill can't remove confusion. Of course not. Come on. Freaking Confusery. One of the best changes in Pokemon as more Pokemon and more moves get added, confusion becomes less common. Oh. It is poisoned as well. Right, next one is Lance. Water flying, dragon, rock flying, dragon flying. Right, okay. Water flying, that's easy. That's just destroy it with Pikachu. The other's not so clear what the best option is. Because dragon resists electric and water. Well, here we go. Also, all his Pokemon have Hyper Beam, which is insane. He should be the Hyper Beam trainer, not the Dragon trainer. Immediately Hyper Beam. And it's a one hit. Oh my god. Of course it has Thunderbolt. I wish Full Heal was named something else because I keep forgetting it's not a healing item. Oh Christ. It's just going to keep wrapping. And now we're dead. Oh, actually survived the hyper beam. Vaporeon again proving it is the GOAT. Problem here, I think, is that because I'm water type, the only options the AI picks are the normal attacks, which is Wrap and Hyper Beam. Yes, it missed. Thank Arceus. Rock flying probably doesn't matter what we pick. Rock, water, electric or ice. Might as well just stay on Vaporeon. And heal up just to be safe. Because it also has Hyper Beam. Is Vaporeon faster than Aerodactyl with that? Probably not. But it has to recharge, right? Good. Now we have an opportunity to heal. Well, that did nothing. And it Hyper Beam. Hyper Potions. Okay, sure, just don't use Hyper Beam again, please. Now, Dragonite. Going to Hyper Beam? Nope. Oh, don't. Of course it knows Thunder. Yeah, that's Lansdowne. Now we just have to defeat the ultimate boss, James B.A. If I'm reading this correctly, he's going to lead with Sandslash. Acid armor. Not the move I need right now, but is it good? It destroys defense. Not right now, thank you. Alakazam. Don't have anything that just straight up beats it. That's a bug, and that's basically a non-existent type in Gen 1 and Gen 2. Well, that did nothing. And almost dead. And confused. Now he's going to... Oh, he managed to pull off a flash. And it missed. Cloister? What? Why do you have a cloister? I'm not reading this correctly, that's why. There we go. Pokemon Champion. The best trainer in Kanto. Let's just snooze the ads. Yes, the bond between me, my Pokemon, and the Bulbapedia. Thank you. It's been a journey. Now I just have all the other Pokemon games to go. It will be exciting though to actually start Pokemon Crystal. Probably not going to start Crystal today, but if I feel like streaming, I might start Crystal tomorrow. I'm also going to do a fun little thing with the start of Crystal, where once I've delivered the mystery egg to Birch, I'm going to trade over some eggs from Pokemon Gold and then hatch those eggs, and that will be my, at least for, unless I need to replace them, that's going to be my party for Pokemon Crystal, at least up to the Elite Four in Crystal. And then a lot of these are going to reprise their roles for the Elite Four. And probably also at least one of the roaming beasts, because I already have those from Gold. Maybe Lugia as well, because Lugia starts at 70. The end. But we'll see. It's going to take a long time to get to the Elite Four in Crystal. It took me forever to get through Pokemon Yellow whilst also streaming it. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Let's end this before the ads start. Is there someone online that we could raid, maybe? Yeah, see you around, Packle. Stay just for the raid if you can. Going to raid into Explosive Kitten. The raid started, so see you around, guys.